This is a model of the small intestine. It's really meant to try to show you the layers to the GI tract wall, along with several components obviously found within the small intestine. We'll start by identifying the layers first. From the very surface, all the way to this point right here, that would be the mucosa. This is all mucosa. From here to here, that would be submucosa. Submucosa. Next, you'd have the muscularis. So from here up, muscularis. And then the thin yellow strip at the bottom is the serosa. Serosa. Let's go back to the mucosa now and take a look at some items here. The white background of the mucosa, you see right there, the white background would be the lamina propria. We have capillaries here in purple. They're purple because they're part of the hepatic portal system. You've got lacteals. Lacteals. Each one of these little finger-like projections here, you see multiples in the background there. These would be villi. Villi. Here, you have a lymphatic nodule, also known as mucosal-associated lymphatic tissue, or MALT. Next, I'll identify the muscularis mucosae. Muscularis mucosae, that thin brown line running right at the bottom of the mucosa. And then if you look very closely, here at the model, you notice that the lining has these hash marks. That is meant to represent the non-ciliated simple columnar epithelial cells which line each villus. As we return now to the submucosa, in the submucosa you'll have adipose tissue, or fat in yellow, arterioles in red, and then you have the venule here in blue. The green represent lymphatic vessels. So you see multiple lymphatic vessels. Here within the muscularis, you'll have your longitudinal layer of the muscularis, along with the circular layer, longitudinal layer, circular layer. You see more lymphatic vessels. Now it's also important that you look at this model on the back, so we'll rotate it. You'll see many of the same structures, but notice how the layers of the muscularis have been cut. This is so that you can see the submucosal plexus. This is a ganglion of the submucosal plexus. And then here, you have a ganglion of the myenteric plexus, and you can see the projections from those ganglia representing the various dendrites as well as axons. So you have the ganglion of the myenteric plexus, and overall you would have the myenteric plexus. And then here you have a ganglion of the submucosal plexus, and ultimately this would all be submucosal plexus. You can also see the lymphatic vessels. They were just green in the other view, but you can definitely make them out easily here. And many of the other structures we already mentioned.